Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Great, set. And anyone hit?
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end, Goddard. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
We'll stay on the ground with Barkley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Barkley.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here. And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, ready?
He'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll go again with Marks. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Like Tony. 19 Texans. Look to hot.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Eagles recover
We hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is 3rd and 6.
Great, set.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. Hey, uno. Bucky.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Great, set. Anyway, up.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
to open the drive. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Here we go.
Right back to Marks on first down. And he'll get about 5. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that? Hey, Uno Mars.
In motion now, it's Collins. On 2nd down, Stroud. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Third down, 3 to go.
Oh, 19 taxi. At 18. What's up? Mike, Tony.
To throw, it's Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
4th down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Hurts now. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second and 10. Here's Barkley. He'll look this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Phillips that time. In there for the sack. So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Hurts. This one into the hands of Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. A second down throw for Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds here. And it's only a gain of a yard.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Forced out wide. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
180.
Here's Barkley. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Barkley trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances?
Saquon.
Stops short of the goal line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
to about the 28. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. At 18. That's it.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's gonna bring up a 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
They get 18 on that one. 1st down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Why, Tony?
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. 1st down throw there is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Daniil Hunter. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready? 118. What's that?
Schultz, the motion man. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Oh, ready? 118. What's that? 19 Texas.
They'll run straight ahead with Marks. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Hey, Uno Mars. Now, what's that? 118. What's that?
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
How was that?
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Look at how. Here we go. 118. What's that? Hey, Uno.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Dre, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Hurts. Flushed to his right. That's taken in right side by Goddard. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Gonna get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game. You just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
On the quick, right? 18, what's up?
On the give, it's Marks.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And the Texans, first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Here's Stroud.
First down, Houston.
That's taken in by Marks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
At the 19-yard line.
All right. 18. What's that?
An inside give to Marks. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's into the end zone. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Kick is good. The score, Texans 10, Eagles 7.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here is Shipley on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Great. Set. All right, anyway, that.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up second and 9.
Here comes second down. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Now Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down. Now Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
No touch, touch. Hey, let's go. No touch.
Bigsby. He's got space inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 24 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now Hurts gonna do it himself. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
All right. 19 Texans. 118. What's that? Buggy. Yeah.
Now Stroud. Toward the boundary. Taken in by Collins. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10.
14. And the Texans.
They'll stick to the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's second down.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
To throw, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First down, Texans.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, south. 118. What's that?
Here's Stroud. The right side, and Kurt's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here to stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Houston.
Here we go. Hey, uno. 118.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And that ball ran him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, and 11. Hey, uno more. Why Tony? Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
On the quick, right?
10 yards.
Tony.
Schultz, the motion man. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be
pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Look the hot, look the hot. 19 Texas.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often, and did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.